Hi everyone, this is Superintendent of Schools Curtis Kotes with our weekly update. This week we are at Goff Middle School with one of our students, Zobia Zaman. And one of the things that we wanted to speak with you today is about our ongoing work in our strategic plan and in our board goals and objectives, specifically our work around the portrait of a graduate. And with that, I'm going to kick it over to Mrs. Mahar, our Assistant Superintendent for Curriculum and Instruction, to speak just a little bit about that work more specifically. So Mrs. Mahar?
So the portrait of a graduate, one of the things we've been doing is we've been creating a strategic plan. And in our strategic plan, we've been focusing on the student experience. The portrait of our graduate really is something that we're doing throughout K-12. And one of the ways that we're doing that is by offering and providing opportunity for our students to explore interests. And one of the ways we did that was through sending our 8th graders to Career Jam.
Why were you really interested in going? I know the whole 8th grade went, but was there something in particular that was interesting to you?
My brother's a senior and he kind of knows what he wants to do with his life, and so I look up to him and I kind of want to start thinking about what I want to do because he's very studious and he helps me with my homework. So a big part of deciding on what I'm going to do with my life is with him. So
fantastic. Well, you just kind of hinted at our last question for you today. Based on what you learned or what you've been thinking about from this experience, where do you see things headed in the future?
I've noticed that I really enjoy finance. For the school student council, I count a lot of money, and I think I'm pretty fast at it. And at one of the booths at Career Jam, they handed me an envelope and they had me count the money in it, and I did it in 30 seconds, and I ended up getting it right. So that kind of motivated me to do something with that.
Fantastic. So it's this type of work, families, parents, that we are trying to really increase our exposure for our students, especially even at an earlier age, so that when they get to high school, if they start to prepare for higher education, the workforce, that they've had great exposure before they graduate from Columbia High School here in East Green Gables. So with that, Mrs. Mahar and Zobia, thank you so much for being with us this week. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you next time.